Britney Jean Spears was born in McComb, Mississippi on December 2, 1981 to James Parnell Spears and Lynne Irene Bridges. As a child, Spears was baptized as a Baptist and became a part of the church choir. Spears began her career early at the age of 3 with a dance lesson in Kentwood, Louisiana, and performed at the annual recital as a solo artist. 2 years later, at age 5, she sang What Child Is This at the local stage of her kindergarten graduation, also winning other state-level competition and talent shows organized for children, which were attributed to the voice lesson and gymnastics she had begun taking. By the time Spears was 8 years old, she auditioned for the Mickey Mouse Club but was rejected for being too young, although she got her first professional role in the off-Broadway musical Ruthless. A few years later, she got the role in the Mickey Mouse Club alongside Ryan Gosling, Justin Timberlake, and Christina Aguilera. Soon after, she enrolled in Parkland Academy for Arts and tried to join Innocence, a female pop group, in 1997, which did not work out. She then submitted her demo to 4 labels in New York but was rejected by 3 of them. 2 weeks later, she was invited to Jive Records, where she sang Whitney Houston's I Have Nothing and got signed immediately to the label. From then, she had her first concert tour opening for NSYNC, which had Justin Timberlake and a member. They two started a relationship shortly. Spears went beyond opening for tours and recorded her first studio album, Baby, One More Time. It was released on January 12, 1999 and was a hit, selling over 10 million copies in that year and also topping on number 1 in the US Billboard 200 and the charts of 15 other countries. It was also certified double platinum by RIAA. The album got her a Grammy nomination for Best Female Pop Vocal Performance, becoming the best-selling debut album of all time and made her the youngest artist to sell 1 million records in the UK. Spears did not tune down her hard work, releasing her second album Oops, I Did It Again in 2000 to a success of 20 million copies that were sold worldwide and debuted at number 1 in the US with over 1.3 million copies sold there. This broke the previous record held by Nielsen SoundScan, making the album one of the best-selling albums of all time. The next year, Spears signed a promotional deal with Pepsi for $7 to $8 million and later released a book titled A Mother's Gift, which was co-written by her mother. In the same year, she released her self-titled album Britney. It reached number 1 on Billboard 200 and sold over 15 million copies. Spears then had her first starring role in Crossroads, a 2002 film that was praised by critics for her acting. The film was a box office hit, earning $61.1 million as against the $12 million budget. Her fourth album, In the Zone, was released in 2003, sold over 10 million copies worldwide. It was the first album that she would have creative control over her writing and co-producing, and that effort won her first Grammy Award. Spears, who had ended her 3-year relationship with Justin Timberlake earlier, got married in 2004 to Jason Alexander, her childhood friend, but the marriage was annulled 55 hours later, stating that Spears had no understanding of her action at the time. In the later part of 2004, Spears and American dancer Kevin Federline got engaged, which was widely publicized due to the fact that Kevin had just broken up with Sha Jackson, who was pregnant with their second child at the time. Spears and Kevin showed their relationship on their reality show Britney and Kevin Chaotic and married in the same year. Shortly after her marriage, she released her perfume line Curious with Elizabeth Arden and took a break from singing in October of 2004 to concentrate on starting her family. She spent 2 years building a family and returned in 2006 with a nude pose for the cover of Harper's Bazaar. She also guest starred on the television series Will and Grace. That same year, Spears filed to be divorced to Kevin, which was finalized in July 2007. After the couple reached an agreement to share joint custody of their 2 children. Spears was later admitted into a drug rehabilitation and treatment facilities for drug abuse. This led to the loss of her custody rights to her children, but despite this, she started dating Arden Galib. shortly after. Unfazed by the happenings of the year, Spears released her 5th studio album, Blackout, which debuted at the top chart in several countries, selling over 3 million copies, and won the MTV Music Awards 2008 for Album of the Year. Spears became the first and only female artist to have all 5 of her studio albums debut at the 2 top charts. Spears' visitation rights to her children were suspended, with sole custody given to Kevin after she was hospitalized and also taken to a psychiatric for being under the influence. But shortly after, she starred on How I Met Your Mother and got positive reviews for her role, which earned the show its highest ratings. Spears released her 6th album, Circus, in 2008 and became the youngest female artist to have 5 albums debut at number 1, which earned her a place in Guinness World Records. She also obtained a restraining order against Abnan, whom she had broken up with, her attorney John Edley, and former manager Sam Lofty, claiming they tried to gain control of her business. Spears began dating Jason Trawick in 2010 and also designed a clothing line for Candy in the same year. She later made a cameo appearance in Glee. Her appearance saw the show earn its highest ratings. The following year, Spears released her 7th album, Femme Fatale, and also got engaged to Trawick, but by 2013, they ended their engagement and long-term relationship. Spears became a judge at the season 2 of the US version of The X Factor, receiving $15 million for her job. This made her the highest paid judge on a singing competition, but in 2018, Katy Perry broke that record when she was paid $25 million for ABC's American Idol judge. Spears' 8th album, Britney Jean, released in 2013, became her lowest-selling album, although the soundtrack Ooh La La for the animation of The Smurfs 2 did have its success. 2016 saw Spears appear on the cover of Marie Claire UK issue and launched her casual role-play gaming app, Britney Spears' American Dream, which was created on Glu Mobile and made available on iOS and Google Play. The GLAAD Media Award honored Spears in 2018 with the GLAAD Vanguard Award for her LGBTQ contributions. She also partnered with Epic Rights to debut her own fashion line and released a unisex fragrance, Prerogative, the following year. Spears has a soprano voice range as a pop singer but explores dance pop, hip-hop, and urban in her music, and has cited Madonna and Janet Jackson as her influence and inspiration in music. Spears is often called a princess of pop, has been referred to as a teen idol, and said to be one of the driving forces for teen pop. She has been ranked 8 on VH 100 Sexiest Artists and 12 on Complex 100 Hottest Female Singers of All Time. Spears has sold over 100 million copies of her music and has been honored with a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame, also winning numerous awards and praises, including 6 MTV Video Music Awards, Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Awards, 7 Billboard Music Awards, 7 Guinness World Records, and has a net worth of $59 million. Besides her music and wins, Spears has also shown her strength through her charitable life. She funded the Britney Spears Foundation, which caters for children in need, and also donated $1 million to support children of uniformed servicemen who lost their lives at the Twin Towers terrorist attack of September 11, 2001, and several other donations she has made. Thank you very much for watching our videos. We'll appreciate if you subscribe to our channel and share this video with your friends. We love you.